Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Crime and Shame. So last week on January 19th, the Psychic Sleuth was kind enough to join us for live and talk about some different cases that she had done and worked on and did predictions with. So during that live, there was so many wow moments that I wanted to take some of those special moments that were during that live and share them with you guys in a shorter, condensed version. So the first case we're going to talk about is the Kylie Rodney case. Now, Kylie Rodney is this beautiful girl that was from Truckee, California. And on August 6th of 2022, Kylie disappeared between 12:30 a.m. and 1 a.m. No one was sure if it was foul play or if it was just an accident. Now, Adventures with Purpose is a team that typically deals with cold cases. But in this particular case, they were asked to come, and they are the ones that found Kylie Rodney. As soon as I heard that AWP was going there, even I knew myself, and I had that gut feeling that if anyone can do it, it was AWP. Now, Prosser Lake had already been checked, but AWP thought, you know what? We know it's been checked, but sometimes it takes a few sets of eyes. So they went through Prosser Lake again, and there they discovered Kylie Rodney. Now, she wasn't too far off of the shore. So what ended up happening is that it was late at night, and her vehicle is seen on a video with the headlights going right into the water. So the search for Kylie Rodney ended up being simply that, an accident, a very tragic loss. So Psychic Sleuth, who had already had a reading, and this had come about that AWP was going to find her in Prosser Lake. But I'm going to let you guys listen and tell me what you guys think of any of the cases that we talk about in this video.
I kept seeing a car go into the water. All day they've been showing me reruns in my mind of Adventures with Purpose and what they do all day long. They've been showing me that.
This is a formal announcement that we will be coming to work the Kylie Rodney case.
Like I said, my prediction is AWP is going to come out and find her. I said we will know something within next week. I said that last week. So this coming week, maybe within the 7 days. So I don't know exactly when they're going to find her, but I feel like they're going to find her. I think AWP is going to find her in the Prosser Lake.
We have found Kylie Rodney's vehicle. Again, our search for Kylie at Prosser Creek Reservoir on August 21st at 10:40 a.m.
Okay, so we're going to talk about a case that took national headlines around the world. This case would come to be known as the Idaho 4. Now, on the wee hours of the morning of November 13th of 2022, an intruder entered the home that housed 6 occupants in that house. That would be Zena, Ethan, Madison, Kaylee, Bethany, and Dylan. Now, of those 4 names, 4 of those would succumb to be victims to the intruder that entered the house that night. Now, the uncanny thing about this case is how much Brian Kohberger looks like Ted Bundy. So many similarities. Now, Brian Kohberger, who has been charged with the case of the Idaho 4, and of course is still innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. However, the uncanny resemblances can't be overlooked. Although when you look at both Brian Kohberger and Ted Bundy, they look like they could be brothers, twins almost. Now, Ted Bundy had went to law school. However, he didn't complete it, but he did have a major as well in psychology. Then you have Brian Kohberger. Now, Brian Kohberger had a master's in criminology, and he also had an Associates of Arts degree in psychology. Now, in order to complete the course too, you would have to have a year as a teacher's assistant, as well as 1 year with the Idaho Moscow Police Department. So Brian Kohberger did apply. Now, we don't know if he ever did get the job. He was down to the 4. So, as we come to know, when you look at Brian Kohberger, again, very similar to Ted Bundy, His nose has been broken, you can tell. He was wearing a mask on his face, as one of the witnesses of the house, Dylan, would be able to say that he was wearing a mask, and of course he had bushy eyebrows. I'm going to let you listen to Psychic Sleuth, who of course talked about this before we knew that Brian Koberger was ever arrested in the case of the Idaho 4. Again, wow moments to me. Wow moments to a lot of other people. But I'll let you decide and leave your comment in the section of this video.
This month is going to be super important for some reason. I get a reference to Christmas, so around Christmas time, I still want to put like Ted Bundy color hair on him.
Okay.
Like it's I don't see like a red tint. It's just like brown, and I think sometimes it might look lighter or something. She still shows me blue eyes, some
Okay.
shade of blue. There's something with the defined Adam's apple that came in before. Like it's something about, I don't really know why I keep getting like a defined Adam's apple. You know how sometimes people have like more of a defined Adam's apple. There's a reference to kind of a strong jawline, a pointier type nose. I get like sometimes maybe, I don't know, because sometimes I see him with a beard and a mustache, and sometimes I see him without. And then I got something with cops. Well, that could be, I mean, I guess that could be criminal justice. If he's, studying criminal justice, either he feels like he has authority or he wanted to have authority. Like, I don't know, maybe he was studying criminal justice at one time. But I also hear weightlifting, like someone's lifting weights and dropping the barbells. So that comes in as well. Like, I know I already said he was in shape and stuff, but she's showing me lifting weights and hearing the barbells, how it sounds in a gym. All right, I'm just going to say this name because I don't know if it's going to connect here somewhere to associates, different case, something, but Ryan comes in.
Okay.
I always said I won't not say a name again, and I don't even know if it fits here or not, or like whatever, but.
Okay.
So I just wonder if this person like worked around there somewhere or was doing something around there, would come in for breakfast kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it kind of, maybe that's what she's showing that to me for. And it's weird. I'm getting my nose is hurting with that.
Okay.
Like in the face. Or I've got a broken nose or something like that. I don't know if that's having to do with her, the perp, or.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I know people are saying like Rambo knife, but that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. But it's like only the end is like serrated. Like it has like, I call it serrated because it has like the little jags on the end.
Okay.
And he's showing me that it has a specific handle on it. I feel like it's got, like we talked about, like a guard. Okay, so then there's like a wider thing that goes around in the bottom. But then there's something, and I'm getting chills with that. But then there's something with the handle. There's initials on it or something.
Okay.
But I can't make out the initials. I get in a K, but I don't know. It's weird that there's a K on it.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't think he's gotten rid of it. Like I always see it buried. He's flashing that badge at me again. I don't know why I always get flashed that badge. Like a cop badge or some kind of badge for something.
Wow.
Damn, girl.
There was one I didn't even send you because I didn't know how much time you wanted to put on it, but there was another one that we did too.
I love it.
I got the broken nose.
Yes.
You want it?
You know what? I was going to bring that up because I distinctly remember that part when I was watching that one auto rate and that someone had sent me. And I wonder, is that the one you're talking about, the one with the nose in it?
This one wasn't it wasn't earlier one. Well, I got it like in the beginning. I had forgot I got it, but actually my nose hurt.
Like I said, Ted Bundy looks identical to Ted Bundy.
Yeah, a jacked up Ted. A jacked up Ted.
Yeah,
I think it was Maddie
yeah.
that told me that. It was either Maddie or Xena, but literally it was like jacked up Ted. And I was like, no, this is like weird. Like, how can someone look like Ted Bundy?
Okay, so just when you probably were going, wow, she hit some pretty good points there. Well, wait till you listen to this next clip to do with Idaho. This is a bit longer clip, but by the end of it, you'll be saying, dang, girl, I can't believe you got so much of that right. Anyways, take a listen, and thanks for watching. And again, and if you haven't hit that like and share, please hit that like and share below. Thank you so much, and we'll continue on with the clip.
The eyes, like if you look at Ted Bundy's eyes and you look at his eyes, they're the same. Maybe a little bit lighter. The one thing that I keep seeing is curls. So I don't know if he has curly hair or wavy hair, and that might be when it's grown out. I think he did have a mustache and beard at this time, because they're showing him to me like that. Then she shows me the baby face, like how he looks without it. I hear the word elongated, like his face might be a little bit longer. There's a reference to a pointier type nose. He honestly looks a lot like Ted Bundy, but like a jacked up Ted Bundy. Like not as handsome. Seriously, that's what I heard, like a jacked up Ted Bundy. Why am I hearing the word campus security? I keep getting like a security guard or a badge. I don't really, and that could be in his past as well. That might not mean that he just does it right now. And names can be, like I said, interconnects can happen, so they might not even fit this case, or they can be connections to someone. I keep getting like a Brian or something like that. It's because I feel like I'm going upstairs to live. Okay, not in that house, but wherever I live, I'm going upstairs to a second floor. Because I see him climbing stairs, but I'm outside. So it's not showing me the climbing the stairs in the house. This is, I think, something to do with where he lives, because I am climbing like those cement stairs that are outside, like the, they have like the spaces in between them. Okay, so they also show me he might be a possible drug user, because I'm getting needles, which is what I normally get with drug use. I feel like he lives within vicinity. He doesn't. Okay, so I don't feel like he goes to that college because he feels older than me, or he feels older to me. But I think they are going to catch him, because I'm seeing him in an orange jumpsuit.
Good.
So that tells me that he wasn't as smart as he thought he was. Okay. He's probably going to go to jail for this eventually. I keep getting December. All right, Ted, let's see what we have here. He said he took a play out of my playbook, didn't he? Stalker, lurker. I'm asking if this was a kid at the school. I'm getting a no. Like, inner circle, he's just telling me no. How old was Ted when he got caught? Can you Google that? Because he says around the age I got caught.
Well, he was arrested when he was 28, and then he escaped and they captured again at 31.
I still get the blue eyes. Like, he's even showing me the blue eyes now. See, there goes the freaking security badge again, or badge. Maybe he wanted to be a cop at one time or something. I don't understand what that's about either, because he's giving it to me too. Like, he wanted to be authority or something like that. He might have a little bit of OCD, which is weird, because this is a very crazy crime. Wasn't neat at all. I don't know why he's showing me his closet. It's kind of weird, but it's like all the clothes are lined up and all the shoes are kind of lined up. I don't know why he's showing me that, but he's comparing the type of person, like no one thought about that guy doing it, and then one day he just did it. Yeah, it's not somebody that you're gonna expect. He keeps showing me this guy's hands, and that usually tells me that someone works with their hands, does something with their hands. Usually, fixes things or builds things or something like that. That's usually what that means to me. The guy actually has curly hair, or if there's a connection with curly hair, like it. I don't really know where that's coming in at, because he's showing it to me too. But like every time I would try to see this guy, I would see kind of curly hair, or like wavy hair or whatever. I know people are saying it's not planned, but the way that it comes across was that it was. Okay. It was to a certain point. And And that was, he waited till they all went to sleep. I really feel like he wore gloves and some kind of, just black or whatever he had. And I actually think that he thought about doing this before. He says obsession can make you do crazy things, but also the urge to unalive people. That's what Ted's saying. So I'm asking if he's gonna get caught. He says he's gonna get caught. He says it's gonna be really huge, and everybody's gonna be really surprised by this person. He says, as always, it's the last person you're gonna expect. So I'm asking, is it boyfriend, ex? Just getting a no with being in the circle or whatever.
Okay.
Again, he feels older, but maybe he tried to befriend these young kids because he's in a college town.
Yeah.
But he keeps showing me back on the computer, so I think that might be where, maybe he's seen her, but then he started following her and kind of got a little obsessed. He says, yes, they were targeted, but I was looking at him and it was weird. It's he had me put a beard and mustache, because he's shaven in this one I'm looking at.
Okay.
And it's darker. And then he has me put wavy hair on him. I don't know if it's curly or wavy, but it feels it's thicker. I feel he again, he kind of looks a lot like him. The nose is very similar. The nose is very similar to his nose. The facial, the face, the way that the shape of the face is very similar, and the jawline and the chin is very similar, but I don't know if he has a little dimple or something on his chin. I don't know. Because that kind of comes in the face shape and the nose are really similar, and then he keeps the eyes, Yep. And I don't know if he's just saying they're kind of his eyes. I keep getting blue eyes for some reason. But it's darker or a different color blue or something. They remind me of when I look at his eyes, I see Ted Bundy's eyes. It's so odd. This is the weirdest thing. This is the weirdest thing. I will be pleasantly surprised if he has no features of Ted Bundy at all.
Yeah.
Because it's almost he's telling me he looks a lot like him, and maybe that's why he is taking a play out of his playbook. And again, I get his color brown. I don't feel a red. It feels just regular brown. But okay. Sometimes it could be lighter that. That's the color I keep getting. Almost Ted reincarnated.
Yeah, that seems creepy.
There's a lot. There's too many similarities that it's so weird. Yeah. There's something with Scorpio though that keeps coming in. I don't know if that has anything to do with the planets or if he's a Scorpio and any of his signs. I'm not really sure about that. I don't really know. I don't know, because that's not the first time I've gotten that. I feel he walks around town a lot or something. Or he's just in town a lot. He says, but at the same time, he's in good shape. He puts an orange jumpsuit on him, so that makes me feel hopefully he'll caught. I hope I'm perceiving that right, because I think I've gotten that myself before. See, Ted shows me a sketch too, so that tells me that either there's going to be a witness or they're going to do some kind of DNA sketch thing. That came in before that ever came out. But he's just kind of showing it. He's showing me it again, I guess, for validation. Says he thinks he was smart. He's telling me it was planned mostly. Like, he says breaking into a house is a little different. Like, you have to kind of plan it. It's weird. It's like he even shows me like a cross between like him and Night Stalker, and like, because it's like, because I feel that's what this guy wants to do, like, is break into houses for some freaking reason. Again, it's to take the power, or whatever, however he described it before. Like, I'm wondering if he shaved or not. Like, maybe he just shaved sometimes, because last night they showed me like no shave, and then he's putting a beard and mustache on his face here that I'm looking at. So I don't really know the significance of that. If he's trying to say, like, he just does it sometimes, maybe not right after, because that might be kind of obvious if you did it right. I mean, unless it's something he does all the time. Like, sometimes you see him with a beard, sometimes you see him without, kind of thing. Like, when he's arrested, I see he's got like a beard and stuff. I don't know, but just like last night, I kept seeing him like watching, you know.
Yeah.
And that could have been him too, like watching their house.
Okay. Damn, girl.
Wow.
Damn, girl. Okay, so how many of you guys are going, dang, girl? I mean, even Adam was going, wow. I mean, the chat room was even that day. It's in the 4-hour video. And the link for Rachelle's Psychic Sleuth channel will be in the description of this video, along with the 4-hour live. And you guys can just skip through to the parts of where she does all the readings. So, I want to say again that these readings were done prior to Brian Kohlberger being arrested. And you guys can go check those out yourself on Psychic Sleuth's channel. So, as we continue on with this video, I'm just going to show you a bit more of the other readings that Psychic Sleuth has done in regards to Delphi and in regards to Quentin and Riker. And you guys can just check those out and go watch the longer versions of those. Thank you, and again, and if you haven't hit that like and share yet, please hit that like and share. And we'll continue on with this video just a little bit longer.
I also get the name Richard again.
I also get the name Rick. Damn name Alan is coming in again.
Jailed 50-year-old Richard Allen in connection with the double murder. Teen best friends Libby German and Abby Williams went hiking on a trail and never came home.
Done on November 20th, 2019 at 7:14 p.m. Q and O. I don't know, I hear something like Quentin or Quentin. I've heard that before. I don't know if it fits here. It might have been Trenton, but I heard Quentin, and I've gotten Trenton before, but I don't know if this pertains to her. But I've been getting those darn bottles a lot. I hear bottles, which is really weird, and I don't know, I have to say it because it will repeat if I don't. I'm not sure if it fits here at all, but I'm seeing trash, and I'm not sure, but I've gotten it a lot, so it fits someone.
9:42 Wednesday morning, Quentin Simon's mom told 911 her little boy was gone.
I do keep hearing a trash truck, though. Then I keep hearing the trash truck. It's almost like the trash truck is around the same time that he left. That's one thing I can't get rid of, is the twisting of the trash bag. And so then I'm like, well, is he in the trash?
Okay.
Unfortunately, I hate to say that. I do hear landfill. Could be that's where maybe the cops think that he is. Like, he's in a trash bag, but...
Well, new tonight, a heartbreaking search underway in Georgia for a missing toddler. Police are sifting through trash at a landfill for the remains of 20-month-old Quentin Simon.
So Lincoln County Sheriff's Office had released that they had searched the lake over by Riker's house, and he was not found, and that was the end of day 2.
He's not in the lake, and I have not gotten water with him at all. So I just want to say that I don't feel he's in the water. Actually, if he's still alive, which honestly earlier I felt he was, and I felt like he was going to be found. That was earlier in the day.
A 3-year-old boy found alive and in good health.
For some reason, I do want to go out the back of the house, though, but like to the wooded area, but I don't.
He was last seen on Friday playing with his dad in their backyard.
And I said, like, within 3 miles by a log in a wooded area, not far from a creek. And then I felt like he zigzagged.
Then they finally spotted him on Sunday, and Riker was 2.4 miles away.
I'm not seeing him being hurt, and I'm not seeing someone coming up and getting him.
And I said, were you alone? Yes.
The main two things I keep getting is the wooded area and the shed.
Well, to take cover in that shed. And I truly believe that he took cover in that shed from Friday evening until he was found on Sunday.
Well, there you have it again. But if you really want to see all the full episodes, head on over to Psychic Sleuth YouTube channel, which will be in the link of the description of this video, along with the 4-hour live that we did. And again, you can just skip through and go to the parts where she's actually just doing the readings. Thank you so much. Again, please give this video a like and a share. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And thank you, Psychic Sleuth, for joining us on that live.